Hey, this is Carrie Underwood, and you're listening to Helen and Sir Morgan on 1170 Swansea Sound.
Helen with you with the Saturday Sport and Music Show, and I've got some great music interviews for you today. It's a huge treat, and it was a huge treat for me, and I got a chance to talk and have a chat to meet this week Carrie Underwood. So this is the first part of the interview I'm going to play out. I will play one of her songs later on as well, but let's just a chance for you to meet the incredible Carrie Underwood, and I caught up with her early this week. You're listening to 1170 Swansea Sound, and I tell you what, I am so excited to be talking to a lady I'm such a fan of. I love all kinds of music, but I'm a big fan of country music, and this lady has certainly done wonders for country music since she won American Idol in 2005, and it's Carrie Underwood!
Thank you.
I'm on my own, but I'm clapping loud, okay?
That's good.
Oh, Carrie, it's so lovely to talk to you. Well, before we did the interview, we were talking about the jet lag. You're getting through it, aren't you?
Yes, I figure I'll be pretty much adjusted right about the time we head out.
Yeah, that's
right about the time we leave. I will be perfectly on schedule.
And it's a weird thing, isn't it? Because you're tired and your eyes want to close, but you're like 6 in the morning, okay, I should be sleeping now.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing, isn't it? But
yeah, I mean, I almost feel like intoxicated, you know? Like it's really strange because I'm tired, but I'm upright. It's a strange feeling.
Before we talk about the new album, it's your first UK release, but how are you finding the UK and how people have responded to you?
So far, so good. Everybody's been really nice to us, and you know, they know this is kind of my first visit as an artist, and everybody's just been treating us really well. And no, this is not my first visit to the UK. I've come as a tourist before. It's really nice to come as an artist.
Now, you've got an amazing accolade since 2005. Your first album, Some Hearts, it was 7 times platinum, wasn't it? And 5-time Grammy winner, plus so many. I haven't got enough time to list all the awards you've got. Now, this is your 4th album, but this is your actual first UK release, Blown Away, which was released on the 18th. How have you waited so long to maybe release an album, have an official release in the UK?
I think it was just all about, you know, establishing myself in the US, and, you know, obviously country music is a little bit more prominent in the US than it is in other countries, which is something that I would like to change a little bit, you know, kind of bring it to new areas. But yeah, I was just waiting for the right time, and we just wanted to make sure that we had all our ducks in a row before we attempted to take it someplace else.
It does have a fabulous following in the UK country music. It is getting bigger, and I think what you've done for country music is amazing. But what I love about this album as well, a lot of country singers, they try to make it over here at different parts, and they sort of adjust slightly or adjust a lot, and they don't remain true to their roots. And that's one thing that you have said, that you don't want to stray away from your country roots, that you're proud of that.
Yeah, mainly it's, you know, about the whole like remixes type thing. I'm really not into those too much. I make music that I feel like everybody can enjoy. Don't feel like I want to change it, you know, to keep making new versions to appease everybody. I just want to do what I love and hope other people love it too.
Yeah, I mean, the album is amazing. There's so many tracks. There's a few tracks I absolutely, well, all of it's fab. But Blown Away, which is the title track of the album, I've only seen a trailer to the video at the moment. I'm looking to see if I can find the video. But it's like an epic movie in 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that was the hope, because I feel like that particular song, Blown Away, is just so dramatic, you know, and you can see it all playing out in your head as you listen to the song, and it's just very well written, very descriptive, and, you know, kind of heavy subject matter, but it's just so juicy drama. And from the first second I heard the song, I was thinking about videos, because I knew at some point it had to be a single. We had so much fun making the video, and had this guy come in, and I was kind of one of the main characters, and it's a lot of drama.
I mean, didn't you almost demand that when you heard that song, that nobody is allowed to release that song bar me?
I knew it had to be mine. Yeah, I listened to it. I was listening to demos, and I heard it on my terrible speakers on my computer, and immediately had to find my headphones and get a better listen, and then called up my manager and said, I must have it. Like, what a cool song. I have goosebumps.
And I had goosebumps when I heard it, and I will play it for you later on. 2 more interviews to go, but right now let's have some more music. Carrie's a big fan of this man, Elton John, and this is I Want Love. And she goes, all the love in the world. It's 1170 Swansea Sound, the heart of South West Wales. Let's go back to my, I think, I was so delighted. There's some great parts of my job as well. I love doing it, and you get to meet people that you admire so much. I asked Carrie Underwood about a new album. It's called Blown Away, the first UK release, which is the title track as well of the single Blown Away, and asked her to tell me a little bit more about how the song come about. For people who don't know, tell us a bit about the subject matter of the song.
It's basically about an abusive father and daughter. It doesn't go into specifics about like what he does or, you know, how long this has been going on or any of it, but you know it's bad, and you know she kind of takes a little bit of a passive role, and she can feel this epic storm coming, and she knows it's going to be bad, and she just kind of wishes for a clean start. Ends up leaving her dad passed out on the couch, and she goes and takes shelter. When the song's over, she gets that clean start.
Do you think that's quite a powerful message for so many people who maybe go through something like that in life? That maybe
I mean, it definitely was meant for me more as like a movie type thing. I've never lived through anything like that, other than the tornado part. I grew up in Oklahoma, and we've had our fair share of weather. I definitely don't want anybody, you know, drawing parallels from this song to my life. My dad was awesome.
The thing with country music, I think, is the storytelling. Where a lot of pop songs, they're about love, but it's almost as if you're busy, you haven't got time to watch a movie, you can just put a country song on, and you have these amazing stories, don't you? And there's so many country songs like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's about real life, you know, and it's about characters that you can really relate to, and you can see them go through whatever it is they're going through in, like you said, 3.5, 4 minutes. So it's something that definitely makes country music unique, and, you know, no matter what the song is about, I feel like you can either put yourself in there or put somebody you know in that situation.
Absolutely, and I love, because you've got the real edgier songs in this, and I love the Coupé's got a shotgun. I mean, that is like proper country. It's got that rocky feel.
Yeah.
What an amazing song that is.
Thank you. And that one was one, I don't even know, we were writing it, and one of the guys had that title, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a fun title. Like, I immediately got this, like, cartoon character in my head, you know, this little cherub thing with wings and a bow and arrow, and then Cupid's got a shotgun. I don't know, it was funny to me.
Absolutely.
So we wrote it so fast, and those are always the best ones, the ones that you write in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you co-wrote 8 of the tracks as well, so you must be quite proud of that.
I am. You know, it's not a necessity for me. Yeah, I want to make the best album possible, and I certainly think that is possible by even picking every single song being from outside writers. But I do love to write and see what I can come up with. I feel like my writing skills are getting better and better all the time, and, you know, like you said, I have over half the album, so I'm really proud of that.
Absolutely. I mean, your world changed in 2005, and you've said this yourself, becoming the 4th winner of American Idol. Are you still pinching yourself to think, if you hadn't gone for that audition, how your life could have been so different?
Oh yeah, I mean there were a lot of things that had to line up, you know, to make all of that happen. That decision to go try out for a reality television show that I had, you know, a 1 in 100,000 chance of winning. It was amazing. That changed my life forever.
Yeah, you have brought so many new people to country music as well with your style of music. Because so many people over here, when I was telling them I'm interviewing you, they were like, "Wow, Carrie Underwood, she's amazing, she's amazing." You know, so you must be quite proud of that as well.
Yeah, and I think it's such an exciting time, you know. It's not all about me. There's some really great artists in country music, and I feel like we kind of all do our part and, you know, bring people into the format and get new fans all the time. So that's something that's, I think, important to all of us. We want to keep this music alive because we all love it and we're all proud of it.
Are you going to do a UK tour or some more shows in the UK? Because people have asked me, when are you coming to Wales? Because that's where I'm from, a place, Swansea in Wales. We'd love you to come here.
That's the hope. You know, we didn't want to tackle too much too soon. We wanted to, I guess, get our feet wet and try to do some interviews in media and do a couple little shows and things like that and see how it went first. But that's certainly the hope, you know. So far, so good. I would see a return visit and doing more shows, hopefully sooner rather than later.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it? And I'm going to play for you now here on Swansea Sound. I don't think this song has been played before, but she sings all types of song, all sorts of subject matter, and we will hear her talking about this song in the next interview. But this is my favourite song of Carrie Underwood, and if you've never heard it, the next few minutes is a real treat for you. It's Jesus Take the Wheel, Carrie Underwood. interview, the final part of Carrie Underwood's interview I did earlier this week. I've got quite a few texts coming in because I've been asking what show made her famous. Was it I'm a Celebrity or MasterChef or American Idol? A, B and C in that order. You can text Swansea to 81803. Texts cost 25p plus your standard network rate. And I've got quite a few. I'll be giving 3 copies away before the end of the show. Right, I asked Carrie about a tour. You know, she's got a very grueling tour coming up, and then we will hear the song that people are talking about called Blown Away. But let's go back to the interview. Well, you've got the most mega tour coming up till the end of December.
Right.
So you're going to be pretty busy. How do you keep yourself vocally fit and physically fit for that?
Well, vocally, I'm pretty okay. You know,
We know that.
Well, I mean, as far as, you know, I try not to overdo anything, pace myself, but I do have a lot of difficult songs to sing. I try to listen to my voice and do what it would need me to do. I'm not really big on, like, all the warm-ups and, you know, talking days and things like that. I try to take care of it. As far as taking care of myself, there's really not a whole lot to do on the road. There's a lot of free time, so we work out a lot.
And also, in 2011, you made your acting debut in Soul Surfer. Do you have any more plans to do any more acting?
That would be really wonderful. You know, that was such a special movie and a special story to tell of a very strong girl and her family, and fit into my schedule that was already pretty busy. But it just worked. All the ducks lined up in a row, and I was able to do it. So if something like that ever came up again, I'd totally be in.
For people who don't know, it's a story about a girl who lost her arm to a shark attack.
Yeah, she wanted to be a pro surfer, and like everything was going so well for her, and then that happened. And you know what? She became a pro surfer anyway.
Amazing story. And I know something that's very strong and very important to you is your faith. My favourite song of yours, one of my all-time favourite songs. Now, I'm a singer as well, and I'm learning it at the minute. Not as good as you, I've got to say, but it's Jesus Take the Wheel. And I can't understand that when I hear the song, it makes me feel so emotional as well. So I can't imagine what that did for you.
Yeah, I feel like even people that aren't as religious or maybe kind of have a different religion, I even think they can relate to it. You know, it's all about kind of giving your life away and saying, I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything there is to know. I need to have a higher purpose. I do love singing that song every night on stage.
Oh, it's an amazing song, and I will play that song because I love that song of yours. What's your favourite song of the album, then?
Oh, gosh. There's several that are my favorites, but for very different reasons. As far as writing and story, I think Forever Changed is my favorite. It's just such a gorgeous story. It's another one of those you can kind of see playing out, and it takes you to another time. It's very old-fashioned.
I'm trying to think of things I've got in common with you. Figures, beauty, no. But I thought there's something I'm passionate about is animals, and I'm a huge animal lover. I've got a rescue dog who's nuts. But that's something that's so important to you, isn't it? You're a huge...
It is. They're innocent, and they give love so freely. And to me, to come home to my doggies, you know, they don't care what I do, and they don't care. You know, they don't care if I'm on stage, they don't care if I've had a great day or a bad day, they love me the same, and that's so important. They're my thing to take care of, and I grew up my whole life around animals, and I love them. They can't speak for themselves, so sometimes they need someone else to speak for them.
No, it's something I care passionately about, and I love my dog more than anything. And I've got to say as well, some friends of mine, when I told them I was talking to you, they are huge fans, and they did scream like big girls in the car. We were on the way to a gig. I wonder if you could say hello. You have to Louisa, Nikki and Dan Dan's in Swansea. If you could do a big hello to them, that would make their year.
Yeah, hello, Nikki, Louise, and Dan Dan?
Yeah,
Louisa, sorry.
And Dan Dan.
That's her name.
Just to end it, what advice would you have for anyone who hopefully wants to follow your tracks and get into music? What advice would you give them?
I'm definitely all about preparation. I did go to college preparing for another life. And I think it's really important to do the things you love, but also be, you know, responsible about them. So many people will sell all their stuff and, like, move to a music hub or, you know, move to Nashville or LA or New York or wherever it is and try to make it. That I think it's important to find several things that you love and kind of let your path make its own way.
Well, I'm hopefully now I'm going to be Carrie's Care Bears, and that's what you call your fans, so I love that. And I've got to say a huge thank you very much, Carrie Underwood. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, you too.
Good luck with the album Blown Away as well.
Thank you so much.
And I will play one track. What track shall I play?
Have you played Blown Away?
I should play Blown Away for you.
Yes.
This is Carrie Underwood and Blown Away.
Thank you.